First of all, I'd like to say that while most of you probably called him Bob, to many in the family, we affectionately call him Bobby. So if you hear Bobby, that's my dear cousin that I'm referring to. Over the past couple of days, I've talked with a number of members of the family to try and elicit some memories that they had that we could share with you, his friends, his musician friends. And this is what I found out about him. The one thing that kept cropping up time and time and time again was the fact that Bobby loved to tell stories. Oh yeah, you know that. He would get so involved in that story. I mean, his face would light up, or it could be scowling. I mean, he was very detailed. I mean, if he could paint a picture with a paintbrush for you to show you the entire scene, he would do that. Well, friends and family, I'm not that kind of storyteller. So you're only going to hear the little short and sweet stories that we have. I was talking with Cousin Diane, and she recalled that when she was small, Bobby decided to take her to the movies. Now, Diane, I don't mean to reveal ages or anything, but back then, a Saturday matinee was only a quarter. And if you were over 12, you had to pay 50 cents. Well, Bobby went up to the ticket booth, and he said he needed 2 kids' tickets. And Diane, being ever vigilant, said, "No, you shouldn't. You should pay 50 cents because you're 12. And Bobby shushed her. Shh. Well, it's kind of a joke in the family that Bobby can make a penny scream because he pinches it so tight. And obviously that happened way back when. He learned it at a very young age. Aunt Dee said, yep, she always told him, save your pennies. And he did. But that's not the only thing he liked to pinch. Did you guys say something I don't know? Well, Cousin Judy shared with me that Uncle Pat, Aunt Dee, her mom and dad, Mary and Russ, Bobby and her went swimming. They went to Pine Lake. Now this was a cedar lake. And the girls would go out into the lake and they'd be swimming and they'd be out there squealing because the fish were pinching them and nipping at their toes and at their legs and everything. But what they didn't know was the fact that Uncle Pat and Bobby were swimming underneath that dark water and going up and pinching them. So that was their little fishes. Speaking of fishes, you know, we're Italian, Maddaloni. And we celebrate the Feast of Seven Fishes on Christmas Eve. It's a very popular tradition. Tradition, good strong word, tradition. Everybody in the family knew that Cousin Bobby loved shrimp. And you had to eat your fill of shrimp before he got there, or you didn't get any. Uncle Pat was involved in that too. But he always said Bobby could eat more. But I'll tell you what, Bobby could arrive just before midnight when the rest of us were getting ready to go home, tuck the presents under the tree, and we still had a large portion of shrimp waiting for him. Yeah. we saved some shrimp for Bobby. Aunt Dee was reminiscing with me last night, and she was telling me about the fact that when Bobby was about 8 years old, she had to take him shopping for a dress. Now, this is not what a little boy wants to do. Doesn't want to go shopping with mommy for a dress. But he suffered through it. And finally he told her, Mommy, you gotta buy the red dress. Well, Aunt Dee isn't a real flashy kind of person. And she asked me why, and he said, because it's pretty, and I like it. I said, well, Aunt Dee, did you buy it? And she said, well, of course, how could I not buy it when my son loved it? Uncle Pat chimed in and he says, yep, and she wore it and she looked damn good too.